Hi everybody, it's Debbie Carberry here from debbiecarberry.com.au, and today I want to talk to you about conflict and how it impacts your brain. And as some of you will know, I am a relationship coach and a clinical social worker, and what we know about the brain is that when we feel threatened, conflict can often make us feel quite threatened, that we get into this response, this primitive response to either fight, flight, or freeze. Now, how do we choose which one we're going to do? Well, that actually starts quite early in life. So depending on how you interacted with your primary caregiver when you were very small, like 0 to 3, depending on how they were raised themselves and how they learned to deal with the perception of danger, you will learn which one of those to do. And I bet right now you could tell me what you do when you're in conflict. Whether you fight, it's like gloves off, sick and Rex, we're going to seriously have this pop-down fight. Whether you flight, you get up and you're out the door as quickly as possible. It's like, okay, I can't do this, I can't cope with it, and the door is being slammed in your face. Or you freeze and you get quiet and you get still and you get really, really, really small. We choose these behaviors because it feels like a threat. It doesn't necessarily mean it is a threat. It means that we learn really early in life that some things felt threatening, and we learned really early on in life how to manage that. Some of it's great, like if you are in danger, some of those strategies are absolutely amazing, but you can imagine, and I'm sure you do understand, that if you're in conflict, getting into fight might not be helpful. Getting into flight could be really unhelpful. And freezing, sometimes, you know what, I know for some people, freezing is a really good option when it comes to their relationships. If you are in a tricky relationship with somebody who is hurting you, then you bet freezing can be an absolute way of managing that. Fortunately, most of us are not in abusive relationships. Most of us are in healthy relationships. To stop the activation, we need to actually kick in our mind. We need to switch on a part of our mind to help us remember that we're not in danger. One of the things you can do to help you stop getting really agitated and move to that fight, flight, or freeze response is breathing. Good old breathing. You can do it anytime, anywhere, any place. It's the most amazing thing, isn't it? But breathing in a very specific kind of way can really help to deactivate you. You could do square breathing, which is breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, and holding before you start the cycle again. Or you could do yoga breathing, which is a bit more tricky, which is using your tongue in that particular way, underneath at the back of your teeth, breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and blowing out for 8. It's quite a technical way of breathing. It really is very good for you to practice at least twice a day, every day, especially if you move to fight quite easily. You should only do it 4 times at any given time. You can look online. If you do 4, 7, 8 breathing, you'll find that YouTube has tons of videos about how to do it. But that style of breathing can really be beneficial if you get activated. So remember, if you start heightening in conflict to fight, running out the door and slamming it, to flee, or freezing, at any given point when there is conflict in your relationship, it's time to slow things down and do some deep breathing. If you would like any help with managing conflict in your relationship, please contact me at debbiecarberry.com.au. You'll find tons of free articles on my website. Also, there are some short courses on conflict and communication in relationships that are really helpful and very inexpensive that you can download. In addition to that, I also offer intensive programs where I work one-on-one with people or couples, and I do a 6 weeks online relationship program 4 times a year. So it's been great talking to you today. Just remember, fight, flight, freeze. Really important. Thanks, guys. Bye.